in bans.
Choking him is an understatement. I think they really ran the Sky Prince out of his jurisdiction and said, you know what, throw back to about 6 months ago when Julian was good. Let's get into the battlefield as we watch these two champions, these two titans of MLBB esports clash for our entertainment. Wherever you're watching from, at home, here with us in the arena. If you are at a watch party, one of those from all around the world, thank you so much for making us part of your weekend. Let's check out these early rotations. Is this the first time we're actually seeing Super Friends on a far side in a year? Maybe in a couple of years since his debut.
I think so. We've used to seen him use Luyi, the Valentinas, even the Faramis, but right now, an artillery mage. You know that Super Prince really wants to give out the damage. Just looking at the emblems, he's ready for war.
The monster mage here, putting up quite an effort. Malaysian Goat pushing him out. Humes, in comes the beast!
They're going in for an early aggression onto Cram. Same like what we've seen during the first series, wherein they want to target the XP lane. They're going to keep the gold lane safe first. They're not going to mind that. All eyes are on the XP lane.
Look at this multifaceted attack. The assault on the senses by Fnatic Onic Philippines. Selangor Red Giants, we've yet to see them pull any proactive moves here in this early bout. Again, a minute and a half in, and for the first time, it's Humes crossing the river.
I actually like that you point that out, because if you're gonna watch out for the games of SRG, we've seen Sakai in his local scene, you know, be the aggressor, go for the invades. But right now, so far in M6, we haven't seen the aggressive side of Sakai. Maybe it's because of the draft, because they're trying to choke him out like what Fnatic Onic Philippines do. But right now, if SRG wants to go up against a Titan and bring them down, Sakai needs to be proactive.
Brusco coming in with those hot scimitars. Quick check on the gold lane for Mer league mates. Both MVPs, both MSC champions at that, and now Brusco jumping in.
Yes, and Kelra already pops his Purify. Brusco on the other hand, quick sandguard. Here comes Yuns. G22 Crab goes in with a penalty zone, and the first one drawn onto the bruiser of Fnatic Onic. Crab picks up the kill.
And that was a trade. Fnatic Onic happy to get that out of the way as King Kong secures the turtle. If you ask me, 4 out of 5 times, that's worth it. King Kong overshoots.
Overshoots, but now focuses his eyes on Sakai's. Here comes Yuns though to the rescue. He doesn't have his level 4 yet. But on the other hand, Super Friends brings down his reign of terror over Stormy.
The Mage Prodigy didn't see that coming. Again, that is what's so elusive. That is what's so odd about seeing Super Friends on an artillery mage.
Yeah, this time, we've said this a lot of times. Super Friends has been the unsung hero of Fnatic Onic Philippines. He has been a team player, but it looks like this time he's gonna be the star that the Super family needs to bring down the Giants.
Amazing how they have relegated core status to Super Friends. And I'll tell you now, I'm seeing where it's coming from, because King Kong, he's playing more of a utility Suyo, as weird as that sounds. So far, this has given Fnatic Onic about 1,000 gold ahead, 3.5 minutes in. Second turtle spawning in the lower quarter, so expect a little bit more action there, a little bit more of a commotion around our gold laners. More on Kelra, more on Innocent. I believe the score is X and nil. Not a single game Innocent has won when he's faced off against the gold standard.
Yeah, but this guy, in this case, Innocent though, his mindset has changed. It's shifted. He doesn't think about the player behind the hero. This time, he just thinks about the hero matchup, when in this case, it's Bruno. And we all know Bruno can be a lane bully, especially with the fast rotation from the mid trio of Fnatic Onic Philippines. So they're going to play it safe. Again, they have a huge advantage when it comes to the mid to late game. They still have Stormy on the Luyi that can play a huge role when it comes to the macro gameplay.
And we've yet to see those diversions come into play, given we are in the early game, 4 minutes in. Huge rotations up top. King Kong and Kirk making sure the coast is clear as they rotate back, using the waves, using the current to rotate in. The flicker away.
But on the other hand, they're going to go for a counter-attack though. Defender airstrike is there. Selangor Red Giants still has the numbers game advantage. Scrap still has the penalty zone plus the flicker. Let's see who's going to set up first in the turtle pit.
Humes here down to 1/4 of his health.
Oh, penalty zone! Connecting onto Brusco. Raging Phantom is there, but it's not going to be enough to sustain the damage. Coming in from Selangor Red Giants. Fnatic Onic Philippines on the other hand, answering right back. Brings down Humes, brings down Sakai's, and it looks like King Kong has a clear path to this turtle. But Kirk says, we don't just want the turtle, we want 3 bodies. 3 giants will be taken down.
That was hot.
was.
2.2K now, 5 minutes in, suddenly the snap. Ladies and gentlemen, the clutch has been stepped on, and we're going in the 6th gear as Fnatic Onic go into Selangor Red Giants jungle. Even Yums can't stand the heat.
Honestly, at this point, it's not the 6th gear, it's the 7th, 8th, 9th tempo on Fnatic's side at 2.9K gold lead. You rarely see SRG on the backseat having a step back on the aggressor side. So Fnatic Onic Philippines, they've studied what SRG can do again, utilizing their knowledge down to the draft, preventing Sekais from getting a good hero, but here comes the diversion from SRG.
All right, it looks like Kirk saw that coming. So this relative mum, this silence, this calm before the storm allows for us to catch our breath. You too, Ingan. So with that said, 6 minutes incoming, a minute until another turtle spawns. It's a crapshoot. It's a dice roll here for Selangor Giants if they want to fight that, because if anything, right now they're going into what we usually see in the late game for these high-octane teams, these well-oiled engines. They would rather go for ambushes. You saw that diversion.
Yeah, we saw that diversion again, but Fnatic Onic Philippines, they're 1 step, 2 steps ahead. Even Super Friends, this is one of his signature heroes. He knows where the diversions will be casted, even down to the specific time. As King Kong trying to dish out and kite away Kram. Kram has to walk away, but
no!
this time they might overcommit onto King Kong.
He goes down, a clean pickoff by Selangor Red Giants, and here's a clapback. Yums gets flipped over and burnt out. Super Friends gets a kill.
A roam for a jungler, that might be a favorable trade for SRG. That's why SRG wants to extend their lead. The Spear of Destruction will connect along with the penalty zone, but Kirkdo with Earth Shatter catching SRG off guard, and they're gonna halt the clash. But Stormy says, Super Friends, it's my time to shine, brings him down.
1-1, the score between the Mage Prodigy and the Monster Mage in mid. And they're man down. It looks like Selangor Giants have found the window.
Okay, but Brusco though has a good opportunity here. Yums on the other hand has to conceal. Now it's gonna be a turtle. That's Yums was able to just undo.
And they find one. Ikram in the middle of it all, taken down by King Kong. Stormy and the Yin Yang.
King Kong delivering the Sever to bring down Stormy and take back what he did to Kelra. As Innocent has to walk away, getting chased down by Brusco and the Kirk. Here comes the Raging Sandstorm.
The Bruiser finds one. Innocent is down. Sekai's the only one left. Onic Philippines are fanatic about this as they take the last turtle. None for SRG.
The Super Family displaying excellence, displaying their chemistry. You said that Brusco found one. Well, Super Friend says, I'm gonna take him down, brother. 4.6K gold lead. And even if Selangor Red Giants, we do have to commend Yums. He has been performing relatively well. The Jeet Kunduz has been connecting.
He's my goat.
Wave the Dragon as well. But the problem is, Fnatic Onic Philippines, again, always 2-3 steps ahead.
From minute 0, I think Fnatic Onic have found their way in to SRG's camp. They, some way, somehow, made Sekai struggle even harder. Critics, analysts, fans would say this is not the Sekais we saw in MSC. This is not the same Sky Prince from Riyadh when they won MSC. And now they put him on a hero that isn't even meta. And now Yums is in trouble. In comes Brusco.
Kirk with the Earth Shatter. Here comes the Feathered Airstrike. The artillery coming in from Super Friends just to bring down Innocent. And that's the proper target the Fnatic Onic Philippines wanted. He went for Yums, but now Brusco, trying to go for Sekais. As Sekais tries to work on his purple buff. Here comes King Kong, dashes in. Tram still has his penalty zone just to counter-attack, but SRG will have the discipline to walk away and just let Fnatic Onic Philippines get the purple buff.
The Sigma Junglers Riz, Ohio Phantom Tax, pushing in. They're not done.
Oh, Yums though, in a very good position. Tram goes in for the penalty zone.
Kelra in trouble, taken out. Yums gets his man, and that's a pickoff. Selangor Red Giants finds one.
Wow.
Like a needle in a haystack.
Leo, Fnatic Onic Philippines initiation, they got Innocent. What's a better way to answer right back? SRG, Yums with the conceal onto the backline to take down Kelra. They know their target, and they're hitting their marks.
He got that without a flicker, ladies and gentlemen, so he got it the hard way. Now suddenly, since Fnatic are a man down, Selangor Giants are standing their ground. They're pushing back against Fnatic. Sekais dashes on out, gives us a few more moments to breathe and figure out what's happening. 10 minutes into game number 1. All right. a little bit of a recap on what exactly is going down in the battlefield. Keller just respawned.
Yeah.
4 men circling around from Fnatic Onic. Selangor in a better position. The Giants are actually pushed forward a little bit. If anything, it's Sekais who looks like he wants to dance. Who's going to start this? Because Yums has a flicker.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You mentioned Yums has a flicker, and we also, prior to that clash, Kirk expended his. So where's the initiation coming in from Fnatic Onic Philippines? They do have the Raging Sandstorm, but is it going to be enough though to catch? Because again, we've seen Sekais and Innocent. They're not necessarily grouping up. They're spreading out along with Stormy.
And what's worse is Kelra's Purify has been used up already. So the Super family is in super danger right now. This Lord, despite them being up by about 3,000 gold, isn't looking as yellow and orange as a lot of Filipino fans would want it to be. So now, I'd reckon IOI is slowly going to come back to life here. SRG is on up and up.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned that, because if you were here yesterday, with a CFU SRG game.
That was yesterday's yesterday.
Yesterday's yesterday. 80% of the time for Game 3, the crowd was mild. And when Innocent Sphere of Destruction connected, everyone went wild, up their seats, screaming at the top of their lungs. And SRG is looking to replicate that. Again, Fnatic Onic Philippines, they do have a gold lead, but that's misleading. As you mentioned, the kit that SRG has right now and the availability of their skills.
That's right.
Can be is advantageous actually for the Red Giants.
Yeah, you give athletes as talented and as committed, as clutch as these champions are from SRG, and even a 5-6K gold leading, and even that will not put them down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And so far, what I've been seeing for SRG, Yums and Cram and Stormy has been doing their job well. Sekais, on the other hand, though, we need to see the Sekais that we saw back in MSC. The aggressor, the mechanically gifted jungler for SRG. He needs to be able to out-retreat King Kong during this first Lord fight.
Despite the comebacks, you know, these small jabs at Fnatic Onic's lead, I think you're right. I think the retry diff, the jungle diff here is going to be key. Lord here down to a 5th of himself, down to a 10th.
Okay, here comes the Raging Sandstorm coming in from Brusco, and Stormy gets the Lord! Innocent on the other hand, just to sing on the down to the knees. Cram, in the midst of everything, will be taken down. In exchange from Brusco, Sekais also falls down. Here comes the counterattack coming in from Fnatic Onic Philippines, but SRG, Stormy gets the Lord!
Oh, in comes King Kong, the beast finds his target. 3 for 1. The Lord now looking like a bad deal for SRG.
Now Fnatic Onic Philippines turns the tides to their favor once again. SRG not going to be able to use up this Lord. Keller's going to make quick work of it. That's why SRG, I think they want to go to look for a pick-off here. They know that Fnatic Onic Philippines is scattered.
And just like that, Kelra and Kirk make quick work of the Lord. That's a negative gain, if ever we've seen one from a Lord take. Very expensive, very costly. And folks, that was off of a turn from Fnatic Onic. You could have sworn that SRG got away with it. You could have sworn it was worthy of the trade. But the mechanics of communication, the synergy of Fnatic Onic, who'd have thought that was possible? King Kong show himself here. River control by the defending champions from the Philippines. SRG back to square one. They're trapped again on their side of the map.
You know, the way that Fnatic Onic Philippines has been grouping up, it's like that they're the ones with the diversion. It's like they're the ones confident and in a better position to make a play compared to what SRG has been doing. We haven't seen so far a diversion play.
Ikram pushing back. It makes sense though, the way they're moving like this. And there you go, Brusco, no one home. Up to the wall, and the conceal.
Penalty zone coming in from Grab Super Prince. Even in the midst of everything, gonna cast a feathered airstrike. Gonna try and break down Grab. Kelra picks 1 kill. Here comes King Kong, dashes in, forcing SRG once again to retreat. And Fnatic Onic Philippines, I mean, that wasn't a perfect executed initiation. But for some reason, the guts of Super Prince, even though SRG is literally staring at him, he still casted the feathered airstrike.
Must have been bittersweet, popping those spells on his former teammate. Nothing personal. 4,000 gold here. Fnatic Onic is ahead, 14-7. The Lord spawning up top. They catch Yums. Forced him back. Another feathered airstrike. That's a warning shot.
Warning shot to make sure Yums doesn't have the comfort of going for those brushes. Again, they were. This is actually Fnatic Onic Philippines' adaptability. A while ago, wherein they were able to take down Kelra, that's what Yums did. He went to that brush specifically, then eventually concealed to try and able to Jit Kundu, then Way of the Dragon Kelra, despite the Purify. So you can see already the adaptability of Fnatic Onic Philippines.
This is Fnatic Onic freestyling and changing the tempo, changing the measures. They understood what SRG was trying to get at, so they changed the beat and they pushed Humes out of that bush, and now they control even that lower quarter. Once more, they catch Humes, forcing him to dash back into that purple side brush.
Oh.
And now the conceal. Where's Fnatic Onic going? Who do they spot? Ikram pushed out. Brusco. Sand walks in. And they realign. Again, a scrum here. Looking for the engage.
Good use of the conceal to try and get SRG out of position. Just looking at damage coming in from Keller. Here comes Cram with the conceal. Stormy though, diversion plays. They also connects. A lot of isolated clashes happening right now. But still, Sakai's gets the lure.
Bang!
Keller answers back with a volley shot to bring down Sakai's and Stormy. Again, same thing happened. SRG with the Lord, Fnatic with the kills.
The jungler in the mid for a Lord and nothing to trade for it? I think Fnatic Onic had this planned out all along. I mean, sure, you could have retrieved, but King Kong made the call. He said, I'm going to go on Stormy, and we're going to make him pay. Lord spawns down bottom, but mid and top are for Fnatic.
At this point, SRG, that's more than what they wanted. Preventing Fnatic Onic Philippines from getting the Lord and getting an inhibitor turret down. 4 seconds before Stormy responds, Sakai's responds. They have the diversion, so they can make a play actually, since Fnatic Onic is preoccupied with this Lord.
Humes, Cram, and Innocent on the aggression here. They're on the offense, they're looking for targets, and seems to be a feint. They're pushing him back, unless in comes Brusco.
Connecting onto two with a Raging Sandstorm. Here comes the diversion. Cram with the penalty zone. They're working on Innocent. Innocent is going to fall down in exchange for Brusco. He as well. Cram caught in the midst of everything. Last man is Stormy, and Sakai's wasn't in the picture. Fnatic Onic Philippines takes 4 down.
The Sky Prince running solo, and he can only push mid. King Kong to the rescue, clean in-house. Selangor Red Giants reeling right now, 1 for 4. I thought it was the worst start when they lost Esan, when Innocent fell. But when Ikram followed, when you followed, when Stormy followed, oh no. Ingan, I think they're going for the end game.
One card minion is here. Sakai is desperately trying to burst it down. He will do so successfully. But Fnatic Onic Philippines, they have minions onto the middle lane. They're going to be disciplined enough to disengage. And that was enough time both for Sakai's to save Selangor Red Giants.
Not quite the end game just yet. Fnatic Onic Philippines reading the room. With a minute until the next Lord spawns, finally they might score 1. And they'll take it slow, deliberate, surgical in their approach. Approaching the 16-minute mark, Innocent is actually in a better shape than Kelra.
Yeah, because again, Innocent, although he's at 2-3-1, still with the space created for Innocent, specifically from Cram and Yums, he's still able to do a lot of things for SRG. But the problem is Fnatic Onic Philippines, they have a lot of engage.
That's what you call a funnel. And it's all in on Innocent. Fnatic Onic, they have their eggs spread across many different baskets. There's one in a Swiss bank account somewhere else waiting, because that's what Super Prince's Feathered Airstrike is. It's such a long-range artillery spell that even if you start the fight with it, fight goes long enough, he's got another coming.
He's got another coming. I mean, looking at the battle spell, it's just a flicker, not even a Purify, but still, 1 death. Despite there being a Yums show, so far Super Prince's super positioning has been doing wonders for Fnatic Onic Philippines. So SRG, let's see what's their play.
Brusco coming in, conceal, spots Innocent. Does he force it? There's the Feathered Airstrike. There's a jump!
Winter Crown's not going to be enough to try and delay the push Fnatic Onic Philippines is doing. King Kong on the other hand is going down. Innocent on a rampage right now. Wind of Nature is going to be there for the 2 gold laners. They're working on Brusco. Might be able to take him down though. But Brusco has his immortality. It will be popped. Crown on the other hand goes down in the hands of the gold standard. A 2-for-1 trade. King Kong for Sakai's and Cram.
With Innocent, Humes, and Stormy here, what's the call? Do the Super Family blitz this Lord? Can they afford to do that?
Man, plan A should be the Hail Mary Innocent Spear of Destruction. They don't have, both teams don't have a Retribution holder, so it's still possible for SRG.
Watch out. Innocent does have an immortality that gives him more of an advantage, a larger margin for error compared to what Kelra's working with. Just raw stats, sheer mechanics, instincts that would take decades to perfect, that the gold standard has done through his years in professional play. Fnatic Onic finally just respawned all in. Selangor making them work for this final Lord.
Okay, looking at the items, Innocent just pick up a Wind of Nature. On the other hand, Kelra has just the Rose Gold Meteor. So Innocent can still swap the Wind of Nature later on for the immortality. Let's see how Kelra's micro mechanics will save him up against a Titan like Innocent.
Lord here, down to half health. Fnatic Onic urging, taunting, provoking SRG to dance. Cram up to the task. SRG taking control of this river brush and a sneaky push by Innocent up top.
And that's the thing. That's what you're going to do if you're Innocent. Play the macro game. Play it at your own pace. Again, you did lose 2 inhibitor turrets, but that's the thing. You still have Moscow and Stormy with the Lu Yi.
So far, it looks like Selangor Giants have Fnatic Onic's number. The macro, slightly better. The map control.
Oh,
Kirk down to put to a fifth of his health. Forced to use the ult.
Forced to use the ult, and he still gets the Lord away from SRG. Penalty zone will connect Stormy on the other hand onto the back line with the diversion. Winter Crown play. Here comes Innocent onto the top lane. He takes down inhibitor with him. Sakai's doing his best to work on Kelra. 2 bodies will fall down for SRG. There's a Winter Crown, but look at the base coming in from Innocent. He already used up his Wind of Nature. King Kong's immortality will be popped. Now they're on the chase. They on the revenge onto Innocent. Kirk with Earth Shatter. Immortality will be popped, and they will shut him down.
Flashing back to his days in MPL Philippines. A failed segue. A backdoor denied. Esan falls. Fnatic Onic Philippines on the offense. Cram flickering away.
Cram and Sakai's left to defend. There's the Lord sieging in onto the mid lane as King Kong works on Cram. The rest of the Super family works on the push, works on game number 1.